visiting the test center at Østerild, and it has the ideal conditions for testing some of the world's wildest windmills. Check it out. What is amazing about this test center and this test area is that it's ideal conditions of testing the windmill. They have a lot of winds coming in from the sea, and the area is very flat, so you don't really have any hills that interfere, and a lot of the trees have been cut down to make this test site ideal. And a lot of the big companies test their windmills here at the facility. So it's a huge area, and it's phenomenal to test windmills because it's very close to the ocean. It's almost like testing the windmills on the ocean. Yeah, and behind me we see they have this very, very huge crane that is set up so they can build and put up these windmills. It's very, very cool.
My name is Allan Olesen, and I'm the CEO of Grøngas. And right now we're at Grøngas Jytland, one of our biogas plants. To the right, you can actually see the primary digesters that we have at our plant. And this is where we feed all of the biomass, different biomass types that we use for biogas production. This is where we feed in the biomasses and produce biomethane or biogas from them. This is a biological process under anaerobic conditions. So it's actually just a biological process, bacteria transforming organic material into biogas. We produce approximately 6 million cubic meters biomethane per year, approximately 10 million cubic meters of biogas. And we do so from approximately 100,000 tons of biomasses that we take in every year. After we're done producing biogas on the biogas plant and the primary digesters, we transport the biogas in pipes under the ground all the way to the upgrading plant. In the upgrading plant, we take out the carbon dioxide from the biogas, and we only use the biomethane. And then behind me here, you can see the new digester that we built back in 2022-23. And this is mounted with what we call a methanation system. So here we can actually inject hydrogen directly into the digester. And we can produce what I call a secondary product. So instead of biomethane, we can produce e-methane generated directly from power, where you use power to produce hydrogen, and then you use the hydrogen to produce e-methane from carbon dioxide. And this can also be sold to the German transport sector. On my left, you can see the upgrading plant and the liquefier. So this is where we take in the biogas. The biogas is then separated in biomethane and carbon dioxide, and only the biomethane is used for fuel production. After the upgrading plant, it goes into the liquefier, where we cool it from plus 25 to minus 160 degrees. And when it reaches a temperature of minus 160 degrees Celsius, it becomes liquid. And we can then transport it as you transport diesel, for example. On my right over here, you can see our 2 megawatt electrolyzer plant. And this is where we produce hydrogen powered directly from the turbines. So this is where we split water. Hydrogen is produced splitting water, H2O, into hydrogen molecules and oxygen molecules. And you use power to do so. So you actually just push in water and divide the two different molecules over a membrane using power. I would first of all say that you start small scale, I would say. It is increasingly obvious that large scale power to X projects are very financially unsafe, to say. It's difficult to build bigger power to X plants. So building small scale is an easier way to get on the way.
My name is Sara Gullhammer, and I am the manager of the marketing and communication department at Jytlands Trafikselskab. BRT, or Bus Rapid Transit, is a high-quality bus system designed to provide fast, efficient, and reliable service. It uses dedicated bus lanes, priority at traffic lights, and modern high-capacity buses to ensure smooth and quick travel through busy areas. NT and Aalborg Municipality made a decision to fully electrify Aalborg's bus fleet as a part of our commitment to sustainability. Electrifying the entire bus fleet really shows the city's commitment to sustainable and a greener future. It reflects a focus on clean air, less noise, and a better quality of life for the residents. It also sends a message that NT and Aalborg Municipality are actively working to promote green mobility, reduce the climate impact of transport, and make the city a more attractive place to live. Having a fully emission-free bus fleet in Aalborg shows that public transport is a sustainable and eco-friendly choice, and it encourages other cities to follow this example, proving that large-scale green changes are both possible and necessary. Plusbus also plays a key role in the city growth, as the Plusbus corridor is the backbone of Aalborg's growth axis. Some of the most important things we hear from our citizens is that it's been so quiet in the city. All these buses early on were so noisy, and you can now hear the birds again. So if other cities were to implement this BRT system, I would recommend them to have firstly a strong strategy for what are their sustainability goals, making sure there's a political backing that all is agreeing on this, but also making sure that the citizens know why this is important, and then start small, like we did here in Jytlands Trafikselskab. We started small with electrifying the buses where it was possible, and slowly the entire fleet will be emission-free and be electric.
I'm coming from the Department of Culture in the municipality of Aalborg. Well, here we have developed a power bank together with the University of Aalborg. We discovered a need with our culture entrepreneurs. And the force with this power bank is that they can present cultural events in new places, actually. Places where there is no normal energy. And that's a huge force for the culture life in a municipality like Aalborg Kommune. It can provide the power for a normal stage with light and sound. It can power the bar equipment and so on. Actually, the energy for a whole cultural event in a place like this, where it's very windy and it's far away from normal energy. So that's absolutely forced with a power bank like this. It's charged with green energy, and there is solar panels as well. Another force with that trailer is that it's a normal car, so it's very easy for the cultural entrepreneurs to pick up with a normal car. So it's very mobile. This screen there is actually the control panel, so you can always follow the energy output and input. I would say there's a huge perspective in the way of capture green energy and use it to cultural events. And I think the mobility in a solution like this is a huge force. For example, we're now talking about create a very good space for bigger cultural events in Aalborg. And for just 3-5 years ago, you will talk about big expenses to make electricity, toilets, all that kind of stuff to make a good event. But that already changed. For now, we don't talk that much about established electricity, for example, because it's more sustained to provide electricity and energy for events like this, because it's mobile, it's much more flexible, and it's green power.